Hey dreamers, this is Jacked Plays, and today we're going to continue with the Cyber Street, a new episode for the whole series. And if you have not seen the previous ones, well, you know what you know the drill. You can always watch every single video back if you missed something. Because like every video is like it's focusing on one sculpt. Sometimes it can be like split up in a few videos. If the sculpt is going to take a little bit longer, but I try to always like aim for at least 1 hour max of the max of the sculpting. So without further talking and stuff like that, let's go straight into it. Okay, so what I'm going to do this day of today in the video is I'm going to make like the floor. We did some in the past, we did some cable work, and I'm still not done with that part, but I kind of want to switch a little bit like to a different sculpting this time, because like otherwise it gets so focused on one particular stuff, and yeah, maybe people not really liking that. So all right, let's do it. What I'm going to do is first we're going to add the grid snap. That's where I'm always going to start with. And I'm going to make like a, like I said, a floor. So what we're going to do is we're going to make like, but where people can walk on. Let me actually put this somewhere here, like in the middle, in the center. There we go. Okay. So yes, that should be fine. And now we can go in mirror modes, because I kind of like to work in mirror moding. And the reason why that is simply because like it's easier for me to sculpt sometimes if I go into in mirror mode. So that's why I'm doing this in mirror mode. I'm going to make this smaller. So this is basically going to be a floor where like people can walk over, or basically where like characters are going to walk over. And we need a puppet into the scene so I can see like what yeah, like the size needs to be. And I can delete this one, by the way. All right. I'm going to make tiles. So we're going to make this one a lot bigger, and we're going to make tiles out of that. And like one tile, and then like we can like connect one tile to another, so that we can like clone this like next to each other. That's the plan, so that we can like do this and to make one street out of that. Okay, so I think that this is fine. I will keep the puppet for now, at least in my scene. I first need to know what is the thermo at the moment. Let me see. Without the puppet, that's way too much. So let me reduce this already. So we reach 1%. There we go. I don't need to have high quality. And if I do eventually need high quality, I can always like increase the quality again from the sculpture. So that's totally fine. Now I'm going to place the puppet back into the scene. The reason why I'm going to use the puppet into the scene, because like I really want to know like how big the tiles are going to be. I think I'm going to split the tiles like a little bit smaller strokes. Like maybe I'm going to cut like this in half, and then like this as well. So like these tiles are going to be like that. I'm not really sure if I will do something like that. I need to check. So I'm first going to cut this here. Also, if you're like listening to this or watching on my YouTube channel, you maybe already have seen it or not aware of it, but currently I am doing a community event. I have announced that on my YouTube channel. And what that means is that if you're like love to make music and dreams, and you really would love to have that a band is going to play your, or like there's a band playing your song and a whole like an event out of that, let me like you can like go to my page on Dreams itself. And like if you go to my profile, you see there the community event. It's called the Impies Concert. And basically what that means is that you can like join with your music, and the Impy band will automatically play your song. So you don't really need to do anything. You only need to make the music, and the whole show is going to do the rest of the work. So that's something that I really like love to do, and this is my very first community event. I never did something like that before, and so it's very new, but I really would love to make it happen. So what can you expect from it? It's basically like when there will be an Impy Award show again, the band is basically going to celebrate the Impy Award. So it's like a celebration, like an overall like a celebration of Dreams and all the dreamers who make creations in Dreams and stuff like that. And so yeah, so if you really want to like participate in that, you don't have to be super advanced into that. If you are new to making music, everybody is welcome. So it doesn't matter if you're like very new to making music or if you're already advanced to make music. Everybody is welcome, and it's just for having fun. There's nothing more to it. It's just like having fun, and that's it. So yeah, if you want to like join, follow me on in Dreams itself, and then or check out my Dream. It's called the Impies Concert. There's like a template that you can use to make your song inside, and once you have like made a song, you only need to publish it remixable in the Dreamiverse with the template, and of course with the name of your song. So like make sure that your song has a name, and yeah, the rest will do itself. The deadline is in end of October. So what that means is that like you have like still plenty of time to do it. Yeah, so it's not like it's something like very close or like very near to the I mean like you still have like a lot of time, right? So it's not like you need to do it something like between now and tomorrow. I really want to give like the people the chance to work, have a little bit of like time to work on this. I think that's very important, especially it is kind of big like event that I'm doing, and I'm doing it all alone. And I'm not really wanting to try to make a big deal out of it. It's just like a small concert, and yeah, I'm going to reveal some videos about this if I have new updates about that event, about that community event. Then I will upload that on my YouTube as well, and there are some updates going to be on my YouTube. And so if you're really curious about what you can expect from that event, you please yeah, watch those videos and to get all the information. If you're curious about like what the rules are and what you need to what you need to know before you're going to make music, I made a video. It's called like Big Dreams Announcement. That's where I explain every bit of the of the rules, and also what the event itself is. And that's where you can like see yeah, like what you can do. So yeah, that's basically what it is for the community event. So if you want to like join, I would really love to if you are going to join. And you don't have to worry about the show itself. I will make sure that the show is going to be yeah, at least I will do my best to make the show fun. And yeah, then we're going to celebrate it. I will like host it on my Twitch channel, And if you don't watch Twitch, don't worry, I will also upload it eventually, the whole show on YouTube as well. If you are missed, like I can understand there are some time zones happening for people. I can totally understand that. So I will upload it eventually also on YouTube the day after when it's happening. And if you're like going to if you're like curious, like when is this going to happen? Well, basically, after the MP Award show. So when the MP Award show is being held, like when there is like an MP Award show, then there will be an after party show with all the music, and we're going to watch it all together on live on stream, and so you can like grab popcorn and some snacks and drinks and enjoy the show with me. And I'm really looking forward to do this event. And I really hope that people are going to enjoy it and also join it eventually, because yeah, that's the whole purpose. All right, so that's about a little bit of like information about the community event. If you're curious about what more information about this, just check out those videos that I have published on YouTube. So, okay, right now we are like doing the street of the cyber street. We are doing now the street part. Let me see. I need to always forget where it is here. Live clone. Because I'm not really sure like how it's going to like best connected to each other. I think maybe the tiles are too I think that the tiles are too small. Maybe I need to like lose a little bit of one of them. So like this one here, and oh wait, no, this one here, and then this one here. That's it. But do I always forget? One sec. All right, and this middle one here. I need to make sure that this one now is a little bit better connected because it's made in mirror mode. I hope I can still grab it though. This is going to be fun. Oh boy. Oh boy. I don't think I can grab it anymore. Oh no. Okay, what to do? I think the best way to do is just like slide this inside like so, and then on the end point we're going to stretch it out again to like so. There you go. That's all to it. I think that these tiles are a little bit better for that. Okay. Because like I really felt that these tiles were too small. Okay, I think I kind of like this. I'm not really sure if I will do it like in this way. I'm probably going to I do not know, to be honest. What do I want? What do I want? Maybe we're going to combine. Wait a second. I have maybe a better idea. I have maybe a way better idea with this. I'm going to combine this tile with something else to make it more, because like we still need, I need to think of like it's a cyber street, right? So what if we're going to connect something next to it? And the only problem is, okay, so we cannot do it in mirror mode. So I need to leave the mirror mode like this. Or what I can also do I can keep the mirror mode, but then I need to switch the lines the other way around, if that makes sense. So instead of that the line is placed like this. Oh. It's always happening to me like this, like it's like so. Actually, I kind of like this. What if we... How is that going to look? Not good at the moment. But I can fix that. Like, what if the tiles are like this? It's only weird that like it's not really connecting like that. But maybe that's because of this border here. And I need to... Okay, for some reason this is not centered. I think that... Is that centered? Nah, that doesn't seem like it. Oh. Oh boy. Why is this not in the center? Okay, I think that this is in the center. This should be in the center. Alright. What? How is this going to look? I maybe prefer tiles like this. The only problem always with this type of things is that like you always keep like a bigger line in between it. I will still do the what I said, like the additional floor part on it. But I think I kind of like this floor tile a little bit better, a little bit more futuristic. But I'm also going to like add something new to it. And let me see, how is it going to look if I do it like this? Like tiles like this, is that maybe better? Again, if it's like placed like that, yeah, maybe I kind of like this. All right, so now I'm going to add a new thing, if I'm allowed to do that by Dreams. Thank you. Let me just make a new block. All right, so I'm just going to add a side. So this is basically like a trottoir, like stone, and I don't know what the English word is, by the way. I hope you understood what I said. All right. And so this... Oh, wait. How is that going to work if you're going to connect it to each other then? Because I don't know yet. So, like, I was thinking, what if we go a little bit more down and make an actual like step out of it? Then I will need to do that one, this one as well. I think maybe, yeah, I think I kind of like that. I might need to make another section where we can have like sewers and stuff like that. So now, like, when we connect this to each other, it's okay. Do I still need that? Yeah, I still need that line. Yeah, I still need that line. Okay. No, this is totally fine to me. I need to only... I'm thinking a little bit like out loud right now for... Like, I don't want to like make this too complex or anything like that. But the street part, or at least that where people can walk over, so it's like a little bit of a difference. Seems okay to me. And I can already like say like make here a sewer, but if I'm then going to clone then it looks really weird if there's like, or I can say, and half one, half one. So if there's one here, then the next one will be, nah, still too close. That's still too close. Okay. Let's first make the thing inside. I probably need to make like a few versions of this. If I have to be honest. Because like here's the thing. If I'm not going to clone this... Oh, it's already in mirror mode as well. Wait, I need to remove the mirror mode for this. But I think it's still too much. To actually have it. Because like if we clone this, then the next sewer thing is pretty close to the other one already. And I don't like that. So I probably might end up with like 2 different versions of this street. So that we can like, yeah, like basically kind of like having an option. Or Eureka moment. Or we can flip this around and use this side. The only problem is that it's like it's not very well connected to this here. Or yeah, or we can like yeah, slide it over a little bit. That works too. It's not very like I think that like it's the best way if we just like can flip the sculpt around. So we can like still like use the same sculpt without like save some graphics turmoil basically. And yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. So what we're going to do is we're going to clone this one on the other side as well. So you have like 2-sided, and then I can like choose between what I want. So I can like say I want this side, or I want the other side to be connected to this. And it should be... Wait a minute. How is that? Does that mean it's like it's... Oh man, wait a second. I really thought that was on the grid. It should work because like it's on the same grid. Is it not? That is super weird. Yeah, that's weird. So now it should connect. There you go. Yeah, absolutely. The only thing that what we need to fix is these things here. I can maybe just delete. Let me see one more again. Like if we're going to clone this one next to each other, if we clone this next to each other, then it fits. But if we're going to like swap this around, then we get that weird line in between. I mean, it's not really a big deal. It could be like it's design choice. But I'm not really a big fan of it. But I'm also not knowing how I'm going to like solve this issue. Okay, maybe okay, what I see is that this one is not on grid, on the one-on-one grid. So what I can do, maybe that will work. What if we push this to the actual grid? Maybe that will make more sense. And then... Okay. I think... Yeah, this makes way more sense to me. This makes way more sense. Okay, I think I'm going for this. So now I can like... keep doing this. And then eventually make a ceiling again, like on this other side. And the other side we're not going to use because there will be a wall. So what I mean is that when we going for where is my creation here? And then cyber. So to get you a little bit of like an idea, you can also see what we have done previously. So the wall is going to get like there. And then foundation or whatever you want to call it. One is going to connect to that. So this is what you need to like. We're not going to see the other side unless like I'm going to flip it around. So like it's two-sided and two-sided thing. And then like this one is going to be in the scene. Oh, I did it not placed. There we go. We can like see what I'm up to. So this is basically how it's going to look. And then we can decide if I want to have like here maybe one with the sewer again. I think that makes more sense to me. The only thing that was maybe weird is there's also a lot. That could be just like plates. What you see in America. I think that's fine. Okay, I'm going for this. I will leave the scenery around it so like you can see a little bit like how it's going to look. Basically we don't really need to puppet anymore, so I'm going to get rid of that puppet. And let me make sure it's connected to each other. Oh, that's not what I was looking for. My mistake. There you go. Okay. So if I now do this, it will do all. No, that's because like it's not cloned yet. Wait, it should be. It should be. Okay, so if I now like do this, it will. Yes, okay, nice. All right. I really hope that all right. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Okay, wait a minute. How is it that this then looks... What? I'm confused right now. How is it possible that this one connects better than this one still? Like this connects. Does that mean that like this one's still nothing? Oh, that's why. But wait, no. What? Huh? I'm confused. Why? Okay, I understand. And if it's in mirror mode. Oh boy, if it's in mirror mode, why shouldn't it be then both on the grid? if I put this on grid, it should also be the other side. But it's not. I'm so confused right now. Oh, it's because like I moved this? Is that why? Is it because like I moved it? I think it's because like, yeah, I think it's because like I moved this in a smaller, finer grid. That's what happens. I think that is what happens. I believe. I'm not sure, but that's what I believe. But it never makes sense because like, you know what? Forget it. Like it's not a big of a deal. Yeah, not a big of a deal. I'm not going to bother with this. If I have to be honest. I don't know. Like I was like maybe I could like. Yeah, I'm not really going to bother with this. All right. Let's paint. We can already paint. Well, like I don't. Oh no. We cannot paint. We can absolutely not paint. We need to finish this one here. So we're going to stretch this one out. And we're going to make this like so. And this is going to be a little bit tricky because everything is going to be in one sculpt. Loop. And I'll try to make it as nice as possible. Does it need to be smaller? Yeah, I think so. I think this is fine. And then, of course, we need to put this one back in. Oh. Come on. There we go. Come on. It doesn't want me to do it. There's always like a little bit of like the tricky part if you're going to do it in one sculpt, but yeah, it's possible, but a little bit trickier. I think this is fine. And then I can basically clone this. Oh. Sculpt itself, of course. Like so. I think that's cool. And we're going to do... I know it's like a detail we're probably not going to see much. But I'm also going to do the roster itself, like the grill. I don't know. I say something in Dutch, sorry. If you sometimes hear me saying words, random words, and you're really like scratching your head, like yeah, and like Jecta, I have no idea what you're talking about. That means that I am saying something in Dutch. So happens sometimes. I think I'll need to like stretch the these sides here. Okay. We have the same problem here as well. I don't know. I don't understand why it's not on grid at the moment. I'm so confused right now. Okay, that's better. I kind of like to have like the sides a little bit smaller. And am I going to do that extra detail? Okay. I'm just going to do it. Why not? Let's hope we're not finding a clown inside here. This is definitely not where you want to see a clown. Hiding inside. I'm not really sure if like I should do this like extra detail though. Because like, to be honest, the scene is not going to be so close from this scene. So you're probably not going to see it anyway, but I don't know. Kind of like it to have it like this. Kind of like to do a little bit more trouble. Okay, and also we need to bring this thingy back, like so. Yeah, totally fine. I'm okay with this. Don't know why I did not do it over there. Strange. I thought I cloned it. I guess not. So we're going to do live clone again. Live clone. There we go. Flip this around. Oh, I know why. Because like we did not clone. Okay, I know what happens. Yeah, and then we can do this one. But there again. Something like that in the lines. And I think that we can now do painting. This seems fine to me. I think that the floors, we can like test it really quickly with the puppet to see if we can walk over it a little bit easier. It should be though, because like, yeah, he doesn't have any struggles. Although I'm not really using this puppet. Oh, we actually need the other one. The smaller one. He also doesn't have any troubles with this. We can actually like do this. I did that as kid a lot of times, like walking inside the flip, 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 flip. Yeah, okay. Fine to me. Stop playing around, Jack. Just stop playing around. Well, at least like it's working. So now we can paint the whole street. And what color I'm going to do, I'm just going to give it a little bit like the same idea as what we have with the foundation, but we're going to give it a little bit more glowier. So we're going to get rid of the grid, and we're going to make sure it's server snapped. We're going to change, delete. What? Okay, I don't know what happened there. Okay, so paint. And server snap. Reset the cube. And we're going to make this gray. Maybe a little bit dark. Yeah, I'm just going to like, of course I'm going to like layer it. All right. There you go. And done. No, of course not. We need to paint. So now we're just going to layer on top. So I'm going to use the wedge technique with the hole inside. Opacity a little bit less than halfway. And we're going to stretch this one out. Get smaller. And this one is going to be a little bit darker. Should I use mirror mode? How did I put the mirror mode again? Okay, no, we're not going to use mirror mode because that will be very visible. Like if you paint like this, you can see that's also going to be there, and that's like super ugly. So no mirror mode for this technique. So we're going to paint. I'm going to make it look like it's I'm actually going to use a little bit more Lasso Blend for this, because it made it look like it's like it has been rained and like it's wet, and so I'm just going to something like that between the line. And we're actually going to do, maybe we're going to do a little bit less opacity. Okay, let me do this in, oh, right, yeah, okay. Oh, right, of course. Okay. Yeah, before I'm going to do that, I need to move this. We need to move it like it's against the whole thing over here. Like so. Alright, that makes more sense. Okay, yeah. And let's go back. And now we can like paint against the borders. I can keep this one here. I think we're just going to stretch this one a little bit further out. I'm allowed to. There we go. And now just painting. If you make something like this yourself, I think I'm just going to redo it, by the way. Not the whole street, but but I'm really happy with the it's too dark for my taste here. There you go, it's a little bit better. And now we can go back to the darker one. But if you're ever going to make like a street, I would always just suggest to add more detail to it, because like adding detail, it really makes your sculpt alive. Like I've said so many times that already by now, but like it really is. Like it's so much fun to paint. And we're going to make like the little things in between a little bit darker. A little bit more depth to it. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to like remove the sub blend. And then like we're going to add a little bit harder painting. Like so. And once we have like done all this, like all the extra layering on top of it, then a sculpture is going to get so alive, and we really need to make sure that like it's fitting in the whole scene. So we need to do layer on layer on layer. Like so. It's also like basically like you're making fake shadows, like without even using any light sources. Like you can like make fake shadows with your like doing this, basically giving a little bit of like that depth feeling into a sculpt. Does it always do a great trick? It depends on the sculpture itself. But yeah, eventually it's going to work. And this is just like one layer, right? This is not even the whole thing. Like this is like one layer. Now we need to do another layer, because we need to make sure that everything is like it's connected very well. So like let's make one big street out of it. Like here, for example, this looks very weird because they are connected like this to each other. So I probably not going to like do like this here, and we need to make it clean. So I'm going to fix that. So I need to think ahead of like how I'm going to clone this particular sculpt, right? So that's why I'm like, nah, I should have not really do it like that. And that's why I'm always keeping my clones next to each other, so I can see what I'm doing, and I can see also the results of how it looks when we're going to place all those tiles next to each other. All right, I think we can do now a little bit of like Lasso Blend. So we're going to do hard paint, and then we're going to stroke. Let's start from the top. Because like here, it's always like that. And we're going to like paint that down. Also going to do a little bit like puddles in between the tile. I think that's like little like drops. But like it really needs to feel like it's I need to do a little bit of more opacity. I don't want to paint too long on this. But like it really needs to feel that it's been out there for a long while, this street. And also we're going to do that on the bottom. I try not to do it too much, because that can maybe sometimes end up in looking something very serious. Like, wow. I cannot speak English right now. That is not going to look like so, yeah, it's going to look weird if we're going to do it too much. Do I need more opacity? I sometimes have the idea that like it's not adding. There we go. Flip this a little bit around. Okay. Okay. I'm going to fix this part here. Oh no, I can do that later. Because we are going to do another layers on top eventually. So I will fix that a little bit later. Okay, where do I think I can still add? Maybe here. Still something. In the corner. Alright, so I think we can ask, but that's a little bit too much. I can already hear you saying it. Okay, so now we're going to do another layer. So I'm going to use a square for that. And then stretch this one out to make it like more of an egg. First, I'm going to fix this here. So we're going to use, was it this one? Yeah. I'm just going to fix this color here, because I don't really like when it's getting cloned and then like it looks so weird next to each other. So now we don't have that issue anymore here. Okay, now the second layer, we do that with a little bit darker as well. Now we're going to use completely soft blend, or maybe like halfway or something, and opacity as low as possible. And then we're going to like put that layer randomly on the tile. So it gets a little bit of like differentiations in how it looks. Just going to, and then of course we need to do that as well. Okay. I'm just going to do it a little bit more, to be honest. That was looking a little bit too obvious. Okay. Seems more like it. What now we need to do is, I'm going to do like more dirt on the stones here and there. So I will keep the square. And the settings are going to be no soft blending and opacity a little bit higher. And simply, maybe that's a little bit too much. That's too much. That's too much. That's too much. Let's say opacity none. And then I'm just going to do like a little bit of like random dots. I can also like twist this around for more variations. I have to be careful because like I'm always afraid that I'm doing too much. I think I'm just going to do it with a softer tint. And then see if that's going to help much. No, not really. Let's see if we can find something in between. Let me see. What if we choose this one? Where is that in the... Okay, so we need to go a little bit before that. Think around there. Okay, let me see if this is yeah, that seems fine to me. We're going to make it small as possible. We're going to drop a little bit of like random drops on the stone. Like maybe it could be like raindrops that like it's drying still. It needs to be dry out still. So just going to like randomly like maybe there's like a drop here in the corner. Boop, boop, boop. So that the stone gets a little bit of like different textures on it. Like we can do that here as well. Boop, boop, boop. Bigger one. I'm no longer connected to a Dream server. Nice. I see that a lot lately. I'm not sure if it's like it's on PlayStation side or actually on Media Molecule side, but I get a lot of like disconnecting to servers lately on Dreams. Let me know in the comments. Is that something that is happening to you a lot lately? I mean, it is a normal hour of the day, so it should not be something maintenance happening, I think. All right. There is another thing that we can add still, and that is like a little bit more variations in the layer. And so for that, we're going to use a donut technique. We're going to use the donut. Make the donut as small as possible. And this time we're going to use a lighter tint. And then we're going to spin that one around. And then we're just going to like paint again over it. I probably maybe need to add a little bit more or less opacity, because I don't want to paint too much and too long on this. I don't want to make that the sculpt is going to be super there we go. You're going to get the right spin. There you go. So I can see that like it's getting a little bit more structure to the stone. Da 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 da. It's a little bit like time consuming always this with painting, but yeah, you have to do it if you want to make it like something that's like it's yeah a little bit out there, you know, like it's getting some textures. I could have maybe have done this like before, like this is like maybe the second layer that I should have done, but it doesn't really that matter. Like it's the outcome is the same. But now that we're adding like these like little white things are like little stones that are like mangling into the bigger stone. That's what we are creating right now, and it gives a little bit more nice texture to the stone itself. It's really funny because like I'm not really calling my sculpting videos like tutorials, because like I'm just like sculpting, right? But actually all these sculpting videos are basically also tutorials, because like I'm actually showing different ways to make sculptures. And even though you don't really have to follow the way how I'm doing sculpting, not at all. I mean, you should always do and find your own style. But actually, even like I have like, I could have called this like tutorials, because like technically it is. Technically it is a tutorial, because like I am like showing from the beginning to the end how to make a sculpt like this without cutting into my videos. I never like to do that, because I don't want to cut things away when things go wrong, and I think you already have seen some stuff that went already wrong, and I really want to like show everything that I am going through. I also want to like show that on my videos. That's why I never cut that out. I think that's like, it's unnecessary to do that, because human makes mistake. It's very human to make mistakes, and yeah, why do I need to cut that away to show that like everything goes perfect? Nothing goes like 100% perfect. It's always like something happens along the way how you were sculpting, that something is going to like look weird or it's going wrong, and you need to fix that. And that's why I'm never doing that. That's why I'm never like cut that part out of the videos. I like to have it raw, you know, like now maybe a little bit weird if I say that, but I hope you understand what I mean. Okay, so there we go. We're almost there. We almost have done all the textures to the stone, and I can even go a little bit more further, and that is like adding scratches to some stone parts. So what that means is that we can actually like having some slightage from the stone itself, because people have been walking over it for a very long time. I can add something like that as well, but I have to see if I'm going to do that. I'm not sure yet. I have not decided yet. Okay, so one more stone and then we have done. Like you can see already like how that's like it's all blending in all together, right? And the more you're going to layer your sculptures, like the less you're going to notice that it's something repeating, or that's why painting is so important. And of course, like painting can also look like it's repeating, but like if you're doing the texture right, you can like actually make it look like it's blend in a lot easier. Not always easy to do that, to be honest, because like you will always see eventually like textures repeating itself if you have multiple next to each other. But there are like a little bit like different ways to get rid of that and to all right, only this part here still, like the smaller one, and I think then that's when we getting closer to be done with this stone pad. At least this part. We still need to do the other side. We still have this part here. But yeah, so far so good. I see I'm already almost an hour in, so I'm just going to give it a go today here. So we did like halfway of the stone pad. We need to do the street itself. So that's what we're going to do next. And and of course the sides need to be done as well. I think I'm just going to like do that with a different color gradient, so you have like a little bit of like a border around it. I think that's nice. All right, so I will leave it from here. I really hope that you enjoyed this so far and enjoyed this this with me. Yeah, we're going to, it's not done yet. We're going to finish this sculpt in the next video. Otherwise this video is going to too long. It's already an hour almost in. So as always, I'm going to say thank you so much for watching and hope to see you next time in the next video. And if you're like a little bit of like a householding, if you want to participate into the community event, the Impies concert, the unofficially Impies concert, check out my like big announcement dreams in on my YouTube channel, and you can also get all the information on my social media, on my Twitter, and of course in Dreams itself. If you go to my profile, you can see all the information. You can even see some examples of what you can expect. There will be some updates about some like, yeah, if I'm having like new things to share, I will like post that on my YouTube channel as well. Thank you so much for watching, and see you next time, everybody. Bye bye.